Avatar English is a great way to learn new vocabulary and grammar with fun games, easy videos and short stories. To create your account, all you need to do is to press login, then register, then put in your personal details and press register, and you will create your own account. Obviously, I already have my own account, so I will log in. And once I'm logged in, I will get access to all of the available courses and activities. Then I'm going to press the button in the top right corner. Some people call it the hamburger. And I can see three main options. They are vocabulary, grammar, and short stories. First, let's look at vocabulary. In vocabulary, you will see the different types of words. They are known as word types: adjectives, adverbs, nouns, verbs, prepositions. These are all types of words. These are great because every language has these types of words, so it's easy for us to learn this way. So once I'm here, I'm going to click, let's start with adjectives. Every section comes with a video, and in a minute I will show you exactly what the video says. They also have different sections and categories to help you learn. So if we have a look in adjectives, we will see lots of different activities to help you understand what adjectives are. All I have to do is press play, and then I will see a nice activity. You drop the words into the boxes. So adjectives describe objects, people, places, or concepts, which are also known as nouns. For example, I have a good computer. Good describes computer. She is happy. Happy describes she. We went to a beautiful lake. Beautiful describes lake. Now, once you think you know the right answers, all you have to do is press submit answers. And it will tell you if the answer is right or wrong. Then you'll go to the next question. As you can see, there are many questions to help you learn about all the types of adjectives and how they work. There are many questions, and you can do them at your own pace and at your own time. There are lots of activities to help you learn about adjectives and different types of adjectives. Maybe it could be opposite adjectives. This one will show you the two types of adjectives. Oh, a crossword. This one is my favorite. This one, you click on the word.
The opposite of weak begins with S and ends in G.
Oh, the opposite of weak begins with S and ends in G. Oh, strong. Fantastic. So you type the word and hopefully you get it right.
The opposite of slow begins with F and ends with T.
If you spell it wrong, don't worry, because it will tell you it's wrong, and then you can try again.
The opposite of slow begins with...
Fantastic. If you're not sure of the answers, you can click on the button at the bottom and press submit answers. It will tell you which ones are right and wrong, but then you have this option that says show answers. When you're here, you can see all the different answers to the questions, which will help you if you're not sure. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you learn all the information to answer the questions? Well, that's how the videos will help you. Let's watch one.
Hello all you beautiful people, how are you? Hoping you're good. Let's have a look at adjectives today. Now, adjectives describe nouns. Now, for example, clean kitchen. Well, kitchen is the noun, the object, and clean describes the kitchen, so it's the adjective, clean kitchen. How about big house? Big describes house, which is the noun, so the adjective is big, big house. How about happy person? Happy is the noun, the adjective describes the person, so happy person. Beautiful dog, beautiful is the adjective. White paper. White is the adjective and describes the noun paper. Now great. We can make the opposite meaning of adjectives with prefixes. Now prefixes are small sounds or words that go at the beginning of another word. So for example, unbelievable. Okay? The opposite of believable is unbelievable. How about illegal? Yep, the opposite of legal is illegal. Antisocial. The opposite of social is antisocial. Impossible. The opposite of possible is impossible. How about dishonest? The opposite of honest is dishonest. Disappointed. Abnormal. The opposite of normal is abnormal. And the opposite of sane is insane. Right, great. One last thing, guys. Some adjectives can end in ed or ing. So for example, I was bored because the movie was boring. Now we use ed endings to say how we feel. I was bored. We use ing endings, like boring, to say how something makes us feel. So I was bored because the movie was boring. There you go, guys. There's adjectives. I know you can do it because you rock. Have a great day and bye-bye.
So once you've watched the video, you can try all of the different adjective activities. You've got things about comparatives and superlatives, lots of things there. And as we saw, lots of activities about adjectives. Most of the information repeats what you saw in the video. You will see all of the vocabulary exercises are organized like this. Maybe you want to learn nouns. While you come on nouns, you will see a video, you will have some reading, and then at the bottom you have lots of activities to help you learn vocabulary. You can choose the things that are important to you. Maybe you like sports and activities. When you click on there, you will see lots of different activities related to sports and activities. This is a great way to categorize your vocabulary. So maybe you like camping, you can click on camping and learn different camping vocabulary. The games are fun and easy to play, and you can repeat the activity as much as you like.
What's my room number?
Let's have a look at the grammar section. In the grammar section, you will see the different tenses in English. In English, we have 12 main tenses, and we can categorize them into past, present, and future. So let's have a look at the present to start with. When we're in the present, we will see the different present tenses. Now let's start with the present simple. Once we're here, we're going to see 3 videos, and the 3 videos will tell us positive sentences, negative sentence, and question sentences. This will help us understand how we make different sentences in English. English is difficult to make positive, negative, and question sentences. We change the word order, or we have different words for negative sentences, and this can be quite confusing. So once you can control making positive questions and negative sentences, you will be able to use the tense correctly. Let's watch one of the videos.
Hello all you beautiful people, how are you? I hope you're good. Let's have a look at the present simple in negative. To do this we need subjects, we need the word do or does plus not, which is the magic negative ingredient. We need the verb in present and we need an object. Right, let's do this, shall we? So The subject, remember, does or doesn't do the verb in this case. So I do not play tennis. Okay? I do not play tennis. Now, as you probably know, do and not normally becomes don't. Why? Because it gives me nice flow in my sentence. I don't play tennis. Sounds more beautiful. Now, let's try with you. You don't play tennis. Excellent. Let's change the action maybe. Let's change it to eat fruit. Okay, maybe Angie don't. Sounds strange, doesn't it? That's right, because with Angie, we need does not. Angie does not eat fruit. Now, as you can probably guess, does not makes doesn't. So Angie doesn't eat fruit. The subject pronoun for a girl like Angie is she. She doesn't eat fruit. How about Phil? Phil doesn't eat fruit. Why? Because the subject pronoun is he. He doesn't eat fruit. Let's change the action one more time. What about drink juice? How about the robot? The robot doesn't drink juice. The subject pronoun for a robot is it. It doesn't drink juice. Now, how about Phil and I? Phil and I doesn't. No. You know better. Phil and I don't, because it's plural. Phil and I don't drink juice. What's the subject pronoun for Phil and I? We. We don't drink juice. How about Phil and Angie? Phil and Angie don't drink juice. How about what's the subject pronoun for Phil and Angie? They. They don't drink juice. How about watch movies? Perfect. They don't watch movies. There we go, guys. The present simple in the negative. You can do it. I know you can do it. Why? Because you rock. Try it at home. Try it wherever you are and have some fun. Bye-bye.
When you've watched the 3 videos to tell you about positive, negative and question sentences, you can then try the activities. And the activities will ask you about questions or information in the video. So you just have to press play and help answer the questions. I eat chocolate. You read books. They drink coffee. We play tennis. All of this time you are reading and you are improving your grammar. Each tense has the same layout and format. You will get the 3 videos telling you positive, negative and question sentences, and then you will get activities to help you. There are lots of different fun activities to help develop your grammar and your pronunciation and your ability to understand the different tenses.
What is the boy doing?
At the end of all the activities, you can then try the tests. And the tests you can find in the sidebar, and you scroll to the bottom, and maybe I want to do a test on the present simple. I can then start the quiz and try to answer the questions. Now, finally, let's see the short stories section. Short stories and reading is so important to learn English. I read so much when I was learning Spanish. I used to read the newspaper every morning when I was traveling on the metro. There were many times I didn't understand what the words meant or what the story was saying, but in the process I learnt a lot of grammar and I learnt about word order, and this is why reading is great. So I am the writer of a book series called The Rise of the Baker's Dozen, and in here you will be able to find the stories. It's better to read the stories on a tablet or a PC. You can read on your phone, but it's a little bit small. You can also go into presentation mode to read, and you will get the short stories. As you can see, each story comes with illustrations. Each story comes with lots of activities to help you learn. All you have to do is click on the hamburger in the top of the screen and you will see all the different activities. The activities help you understand the themes of the stories, the vocabulary and the comprehension. Each chapter also has its own quiz, so you can read a chapter and then do the quiz to make sure you understand.
Kaylee tells Coco that her songs help her get through the hard times. What does this mean?
There are so many activities here to help you learn new vocabulary, new words, and things that relate to the story.
Body image.
This way, you can learn English in a fun way, you can learn spelling, you can learn new vocabulary, and all the stories are based on universal themes. That means things that affect us all. For example, body image. We all struggle from body image, and it's something that we all relate to. And all of the stories have these universal themes. There are lots of stories to help you learn, and they all have the same format. You can click on the story. You will see on one side is the story, and you can download the story. You can download it, you can save it on your phone, on your tablet, you can stream it whilst you're on the internet. You can really get a lot from these stories. Then once you're here, you'll be able to read through and enjoy the stories and the pictures. And then there's always the activities for each story to help you learn and have lots of fun. So there we go, guys. We've learned how to use avatarenglish.com to develop your reading, vocabulary and grammar skills. If you have any questions, please ask me.